Hey guys, I'm Ado,
It's your boy Ock.
and this is
The Cage. Ado, give him that name for episode 5.
Episode 5, The Massacre at St. Cagehood. We're gonna get to it.
Scary, scary stuff, man.
Scary stuff.
Had nightmares.
Nightmare. Somebody had nightmares.
Yeah, not one nightmare.
Many nightmares.
You gotta go remember how they did in the group chat. Not one,
Not 2.
not 3,
Not 4.
not 5,
Not 6.
not 7,
Not 8.
not 9,
Not 10, but
11. Damn.
Oh.
11 nightmares or something like that. I don't know, man. That shit hurts. But we'll get to you on that. We'll talk to you guys about
We're gonna
that.
talk to you about that. But
Speaking of the group chats,
listen,
it's been nuts, man.
it's been crazy. That night, I fell off the chair. I fell off the sofa. I fell off the bed.
Oh my god.
Shit, I even fell off the hammam.
It was nuts.
It
man.
was bad.
It was horrific.
People were getting massacred. It was bad. Some people were sports and taking it, but some people couldn't take it. So, I mean, we are all in group chats.
These groups.
Especially with Arab. We are.
Yeah, no, I can't do one group chat.
You can't do one group
So
chat.
we gotta.
You first you gotta have your family group chat.
Yep.
Then you gotta have your cousin group chat, the boater group chat. You know,
Not the boat. You can't say that.
I'm a boater. I have
Oh,
a
okay.
boater
You can- yeah,
group chat.
okay.
I have a boater group chat, like
Okay.
people from back home and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. You're always gonna have that one that he just keeps sending videos.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's like, hey guys, did you see this? A miracle? Like, dude, that's fake video. Like some
Exactly.
people don't believe in fake videos.
Or where they say, "Oh, coronavirus is fake."
Yeah.
Those-
No, I'm talking about stuff
But-
they saw, and I was like, dude, that's a fake video. Like, you always gotta tell them it's a fake video.
Yeah.
Then you got your father-in-laws, the fathers just sending you YouTube videos of.
Then you got those.
Yep.
I mean,
And then you got sometimes your school group chat,
school, work.
work group chat.
You got the close friends.
You got the close friends that we have.
Yeah.
We've been part of a group chat for what now?
It's been a long time. I know.
I would say good 8-9 years.
Would you say that long?
Oh, yeah.
I'd say I was
I
thinking.
remember because
6,
I lived
7.
in this particular house where that day I buried Billy. So bad. Remember it was bad? Where Billy sent a picture of a fake knife between the thing.
Yeah.
He said, Ado killed me. And that was 7 years ago. So we had the same group chat. It's the same characters. Even though some people moved out, they're not living here. We're still in the same group chat.
We just added one person.
We added one person.
I mean, it was
Because he
great ad. Great ad.
Great ad. Great material by that
Yeah.
gentleman. But we had
You
that.
ruined it.
I did ruin it. Well,
I don't want to talk about
yeah,
it.
we don't want to talk about it.
Anyway.
But well, you guys, those events are still happening without me apparently.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But he came of age and we were able to legally add him to that group chat.
Yeah.
So we had the group chat, and obviously every time there's a fall league happen, something you obviously get your team group chat.
Yeah.
You know, you got your football group chat, fantasy football group chat,
Yep.
and then you got the group chat where Harry creates it, and then everybody talks in that group chat. You know, no, I'm sorry, where Harry puts information.
There's an official one.
official one.
Yeah. Where only Harry can talk in.
Well, only here we can talk, and that's great because once information comes in there, it's official information. It's no blabbing. And then, of course,
You get the blab one.
you got the blab one where there's 30, 40 people, and I'm telling you guys.
Let me see how much people are in that group.
You know
chat.
what? I didn't check the group chat maybe in a couple hours, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now.
It's not a lot now.
It's not a lot. There's only 56 messages in an hour and a
Yeah.
half, but wallah, it gets bad.
40 participants.
40 participants, and they're all blabbers. They're all there's not one guy that sits back and doesn't say anything. Each of these gentlemen say something, and I tell you what, he's surprised me. He's funny.
Abe?
JB.
JB? Oh, yeah, JB.
I'm surprised. He was
He's a
very-
jokester.
Yeah, he's a jokester. You know, we need that. We need all kind of jokesters. He just talks too much. He just needs to shut the hell up. You know, I'm sick of him, wallah. He just starts blabbing anything, like 3
Okay.
o'clock in the morning. But this group doesn't, there's no time frame.
No, you can't talk about my teammate like that, bro.
Huh?
Don't talk about my teammate like that.
How you know I'm,
You literally pointed at his name.
I don't care. He just talks too much, you know.
Oh, man.
But one thing about this group chat, because people work different shifts, there's always somebody blabbing in a group
Exactly.
chat. Like, I got to put it on mute. I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, what the hell? There's 400 messages
like,
between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock?
Especially after HHL weekend. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It goes nuts. If you don't have mute on, that your battery's dying just from the text.
Completely. I mean, that night it got bad.
Then I got horrible.
It went bad. To the person who was getting massacred actually went to sleep early.
What you mean? They kept sending tickets.
That was the next day.
No, even I think it was.
I'll tell you what the funniest thing was when because we're gonna get to it. You guys, some of you guys know who got massacred, but the GM of that team that got massacred, he didn't say a word, and
until he didn't
till the next day. But I'll tell you what was the funniest thing. I literally fell off my bed when Faye said, "Is we gotta go visit the Beit al Motels."
No, or they're making they made when Abu Saif made a Ocean's 11 picture.
Oh my! And then every player of the team was on. Oh my god,
funny.
that was funny.
That was funny.
Will is really good at these things.
Yeah,
he's really good. He's a great addition to any group chat.
He was just going away. He just kept sending stuff, and then Big Head was saying his funny jokes. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
It's a good time when it doesn't happen to you.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're not the topic of discussion in the group chat.
Oh, absolutely. And I never want to be in that situation. I'm an ass sometimes. I just leave a group chat.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta. I didn't go. Me personally, this time I felt so bad where I didn't really say much.
Yeah.
Now Abu Saif, holy crap,
He was going.
and Hamid too.
Yeah.
I remember the first time Hamid was like, guys, what's the score? You know, because he was out of town. And then we gave him a score, 11-0. He was like, shut up. No, seriously, what was the score? He's like, no, dude, it was really... He texted me on the side. It's like,
did you really?
Halef, what was the score? I was like, dude, it was 11-0. Yeah, he was like, what the hell? And that's it. He started cracking up. And of course, they're boys with him and Hammy.
Yeah.
So they started going afterwards. But then the next day, the person woke up and started sending tickets of the barbecue.
Yeah. The Chevette chicken ticket.
Chevette chicken. But you know what? I'm going to call you on a blunder today, but you're trying to reverse the blunder. So we're talking on our close friends group chat, where there was a clip of a movie.
A GIF, yeah.
A GIF. And then you went, I was like, oh, it's a great Ace Ventura reference or something like that. And I was like, dude, that's not Ace Ventura. But then you came back at me and says, Ado, you're an idiot. You know I didn't mean by that.
Ado, you are 100% an idiot. First of all.
But what was the reference going to? Why would you say Ace Ventura?
Because it was an attack at Webbs and Harry. Because they don't watch movies a lot. Literally, they don't watch movies a lot. They literally just got attacked for it like the night before, the day before, when we were talking about the movie where it was like what movie was it? Eddie Murphy movie?
Dynamite?
I don't know what movie it was.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like,
we never watched the movie. They said they never.
They never watched the movie. So and they're like, oh, they never watched movies. So I was like, yeah, this is a great Ace Ventura movie. That's why I don't. Then you sit there.
Okay, see, you know, because you guys were blabbing about the dumbass fantasy. Well, I hate when you guys, not you, Guybers and Al. You're like, yeah, I should have done the trade. You know, you need more luck. You need more luck. Shut the hell up, bro.
No, what you
mean?
This fantasy's serious, man.
Yo, they take this shit serious. The fantasy football? I don't know what the uproar is about. So I never understood that. Now, by the way, in Europe, they also do fantasy soccer and everything. But it just feels like it's too much work.
No, not really.
You know, like, then, especially with football and everything. But I just didn't feel like it was this necessary. I heard that the person that got the massacre that happened to that person also lost
in fantasy.
But guess how many points?
11?
115.
No way.
Wallah. Damn. And he told me that make sure you say that on the podcast.
Oh, he said that?
He said that. It was Ali. He told me, he's like, say that Ali Al-Banna beat Hammy by 115 points.
That's disgusting.
I was like, I don't know much about fantasy, but I was like, is that even like, he's like, it's unheard of. It's rare to lose by over 100 points. And I beat me over 100 points. Like, man, thank God the Bills won.
Yeah, literally. Remember you almost went off on Harry? Because you thought he was going to cancel the HHL?
Oh, yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, I was like, Harry, if you cancel, you son of a... don't you even cancel the league? Because I was looking forward to the league.
Yeah.
I love the HHL.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that?
Love. Listen,
It made me uncomfortable.
two guys in a room.
Come on, Ado.
What? I love. So wait, that made you more uncomfortable than my lotion all over me. You know, this made you more uncomfortable me saying that about the lotion,
I'm a changed man,
or even touching your shoulder. The way I said I love
yeah, I'm a changed man, bro.
over 1 week.
Yeah, man.
Shut
People
the
chill.
Shut the hell up. I love the freaking HHL more than the BDSL.
I know, but then you were like, I hope the Bills lose.
Oh yeah, I hope it pissed me off because these guys wanted to move the game. Remember, because there was an outage
Yeah, in Miami.
in Miami.
That was not an outage. It was just thunder.
Thunder happening, and there was like, might have to move the game. So I was like, what? Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I was like, you're going off. I was like,
Yeah,
he didn't even give his decision yet, and you're going off.
Yeah, I was going off. I was like, I was ready. I had my protein that day. You know what I'm saying? I had my day planned out. Listen, when you're at my age, you can't be just having steak subs before the game.
Yeah,
bro.
you definitely got to, you got to do the stretch before, hours before.
Hours before the protein,
Yeah.
3 hours before the game. I was pumped and ready. I actually played better than I did the week before, even though I
Lost.
we lost. You know, but that's not the point. You know, I personally think
that is the point.
Physically, I did better. Physically, not mentally.
Why are you talking like that, Ado?
Like what?
Like you're like I'm looking at you and you're like emphasizing on your letters, like it's with your mouth.
Because you're gonna call me out on our words, on English words.
I'm not gonna.
So I'm
call
trying
you.
to emphasize every word properly.
Like when you're like, I had my protein. I was like, what the hell are you doing that for? I had my protein. I was like, okay, I get it.
I get it. You got your protein.
I
shake.
get it. But speaking of Harry,
Yes.
we have a special guest today.
Yes. It was. We had to pull some strings,
Yeah. So make some phone calls.
make some phone calls. We did talk about who was gonna be our first guest.
Yes.
We had many people in mind.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, but it only felt right to have
El Presidente.
El Presidente, the commissioner, the jefe, the boss, the leader,
The Dawn.
Don.
The Dawn.
Yeah,
Yo, the Dawn.
yeah,
This is how I talk from now on.
yeah. From Brooklyn.
I'm gonna talk like this from now on.
Yeah, I think I'm from Boston though.
Yeah,
I like the Boston accent. What car keys? Where's my cat? Park my cat.
Yeah.
Remember that one segment
What segment?
from Basement?
Oh, yeah. When they start talking.
Yeah.
The Boston accent.
Yeah, Boston accent.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sip on some of this water.
All right. So the one and only Harry the dog.
Yo, Harry.
Okay. Welcome back, and of course, our main man of the honor,
Man of the hour.
man of the hour.
Oh.
Come on, Ock, man. We're not gonna start this shit, bro. I mean, we're 50. Ock.
No, we're good.
You know, man of the hour, one and only, our El Presidente, our commissioner, Harry the dog. Welcome, Harry. All right, Harry. Hey, thanks for taking your time to walk across the hall and joining us here on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for the travels, Harry.
Thanks for the
Thank
travel.
you for calling me. Thank you for having me on this podcast.
Listen, when me and Ock talked, we knew exactly who the first guest is going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had some good name in the hat that we said we got to have these people. But because most of our podcast revolves around the HHL, like it's only it's only right. It's only right to have you. So Harry, thank you. And my first question to you is, what made you start the HHL last year? Right, was the first time you started it.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so what made you really start that? Because we in the past we did have fall leagues.
Correct.
But you were the first one to introduce the draft, the beautiful draft that we had.
Yeah.
You know, last year, and it was just so organized, man. You know. So what made you think about all this?
Well, like you said, it was in the past. So I know when I was younger, just as a fan, I used to see you guys, how crazy it was, how competitive it was.
Yeah.
Just seeing that made me want to bring it back.
Bring it back.
I know, we didn't have it for a few years.
That was the issue. We never had it for.
We never had
We
it
didn't
for
have it
years.
for you. It was the field was an issue because our
Yeah.
field wasn't in
Correct.
condition to play.
No,
fall.
remember
But it was years
AM9 the year before that. AM9 tried to set up one.
Yes.
And it ended early because of the weather.
Yes.
We started really late.
We started
and then
really
it
late
just-
after
then,
BDSL.
And then I
yeah.
remember when Harry was talking to me about it. I remember when you were texting me about it. When we were talking, you were setting up, saying that you wanted to set up a league. You were thinking about this back in like March, April.
Correct.
Yeah, so he was already
That year.
Yeah, that year. So
Last year,
yeah,
basically,
Last
yeah.
year, he was thinking about this months ahead. You know what I mean? Way before he was.
So you planned that out, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did. I mean, he did a great job.
Well,
with it. Mashallah.
I mean, mashallah did a good job because he got you. First of all, you got the trophy. You know what I'm saying? We had
Badass
to finally get a
trophies.
badass trophy. You know?
Badass trophies.
And then on top of that, you had player trophies too, like best defender, best player, best goalie.
Correct.
Right, so that was something brand new, and they brought a lot of assignment. What really brought assignment to me was the draft, the way he did it.
Yeah.
Like we did it legit.
That was
remember we had the
draft.
poster.
Yeah,
remember we had
like-
the Nike Adidas poster. We just
We're gonna show. Where there's a picture where there's
Yeah.
me and Nikki. I came in with the suit.
The suit,
Yeah, and
exactly.
Nikki was, and we were talking to Harry, and Harry's on the podium.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was like
it was
nice.
that
It was
right
nice.
there. I was like, wow, this is
And
legit.
then when you got AM9 and you took the picture with
we
the
took
first
the
round
first
draft.
round draft
Their
pick.
jersey
Yeah,
and
before
Yeah,
he
with the
shit on
jersey
you.
and everything. But yeah, of course.
Yeah, before he shit
We're
on
not
you.
gonna talk about that. That's the past,
No.
guys. But after everything ended, well, obviously you know how last year ended in despair of the controversy.
Yeah.
You were supposed to do it indoor, or some people said no, we're doing it indoor.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on? Did you want to do indoor?
No, I did not want
That
to.
was not your.
No.
You didn't want to do the indoor, so that wasn't like somebody took your idea. It was just somebody
They
decided
wanted
to
me
do.
to do it, but I just
Why not?
didn't.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't you want to do it?
With work, I'm usually busy in the winter
Oh, yeah,
time.
he is.
and I
Yeah,
just wanna
that's
take
true,
that
yeah.
time off just to.
And plus dealing with I mean, with us, Harry's only collecting $20 with the sailings. I mean,
You gotta collect
it's
a lot of money.
You know what I mean?
It's
$50.
Yeah, this year's $50.
Well, this was, but it was for
it's going to the field. You know what I'm saying?
It's an
So,
investment to our own field.
investment to our own field. So we definitely don't mind. What's $50, dude? It's
I mean,
nothing.
$50 is a phone bill.
Literally.
That's a lot.
No, it's not. I mean, $50 is going for a good cause.
No, it's
I don't
not.
mind it. Even if Harry said, "Listen, $100, I'll pay for it," because at BDSL we pay $120.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know what I'm saying? And the money doesn't go to nowhere. I mean, it goes to registration and all that.
Yeah.
So after the indoor happened, let me ask you this. So remember, we came back this year in March after Corona happened, and BDSL was canceled, obviously.
You mean like June?
June, yeah. They decided BDSL was canceled. You were supposed to do one, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
But then what happened?
That's when the sailings came up. When guys wanted to. Well, I was gonna do one right when.
Yeah, but remember there was some kickback, and you said, "I'm not doing it
because
anymore."
you said you were gonna.
That
ban,
was, remember that some people came. Yeah,
Oh yeah, when I suspended
some of the sixes.
Haas and then Abe.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a little controversy with that, and then guys just didn't want to. People didn't want to play anymore. So I just said, you know what, forget about it. I don't care.
I don't want to care.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time. They don't
You
want
know
it,
what?
I'm not playing. We're not gonna set it up.
I was kind of upset with that because I ran leagues in the past. I know Billy ran leagues in the past. But after you did the first one, even though it went really bad for me personally,
It was everyone liked it.
Everybody loved it, and the way you did the draft and all. So after assailants happened, I knew you was planning this out. Like we had to have one.
Correct.
Okay. Did you have any kickback from any players or something? Remember, you did not initially go with the suspensions.
Yeah, why didn't you go?
Why
with
didn't you go with the
suspension?
suspensions? That's my question.
Was
to
it
you.
two guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty much it's a community thing. I really don't want I want to get as much people involved in this house league
As possible.
As possible.
Yeah.
I don't want to stop anyone from not playing. And I felt like initially when I did it was gonna start up in the beginning.
Yeah.
They were suspended. They took it like they accepted it. They're like, fine, we're not gonna play.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And then that's when other people said they're not gonna play anymore. People are not gonna get involved. So I just canceled it.
Yeah.
So them just accepting it showed me, you know what, they're willing to accept the penalty. I'll give them a second chance.
Okay.
I didn't
So
know
that's
that.
why-
That's actually
So my thing was, is that why you came up with those rules? With those, so like those new rules you
Yes.
came up with this new HHL, where if it's a playoff game and a player doesn't come, and there's no reason, both teams are
eliminated.
from the
Correct.
playoffs. Now that's just for playoffs, correct?
That's
It's
just
not-
for playoffs only.
So if there's not a legit reason, both teams get eliminated. Where that's actually a good idea
Yeah.
because you don't want to just eliminate that team.
You eliminate
also want to
both.
let the other team because they might have had a say or they might have done something to get that player not. To
For
come.
example, if we play against you guys, I want to make sure all your players show up.
Yeah.
So I'll pick you up, Ock.
If there's an agreement, let's say, hey, from your team and your team, you say, what, Ock's not showing
Basically, if
up.
the guy's cut up. If the guy's cut up, I was like,
No,
who cares? I'm not talking about you, dude. I'm not talking about you.
That player doesn't show
Hammy
up.
got so
that's
happy when you
fine.
said that.
Huh?
Hammy got happy when you said that.
I mean, yeah, I see, but like the main players.
Yeah.
For example, my situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect situation. I said, no, we're not playing, or reschedule something.
Yeah. No, well,
Or have the other two teams play
Yeah,
for it.
I mean-
I would have been like straight up for it. You wanna, because I had my initial thought on what would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. But did you have any this time when you created it? Did you have any kickback? No.
No.
Okay. This is my next question. What made you decide instead of having coaches as players,
Yeah, that was-
and just having GMs? What made you decide that? Was that something that you came up with, or somebody gave you an idea?
Yeah, I came up with that. Like I said, I want to get as much people
Smart guy.
involved
Very
in the
smart.
community.
Unbelievable.
There's people, especially older guys, that
Yeah.
can't play anymore.
Yes.
But they want to be involved in this house league.
Yeah.
So I just thought of an idea like that. You know what? Hey, they could be GMs. They know these players, and they
Yeah.
know the game of soccer or something
Yeah.
like that. So it's like, hey, we give them an opportunity. Let me try
Now-
it out and see how it goes.
Were there more than, because there's 6 GMs, were
Yeah.
there more GMs that wanted to get into it? Or did you just choose the first 6? Or
Or did you have to scramble for
Did
GMs?
or was it easy to come up with the GMs?
Because I'm not
No,
gonna lie
it
to
was,
you.
it was pretty easy. to
It
get
was-
these GMs.
okay.
Yeah.
It was
But I'm not
pretty
gonna lie to you. There's people came up
I
to me.
did. I asked for one guy, kind of like, not forced him, but he wasn't playing. He was kind of hurt. I was like, hey, just be a GM. Be a GM. Man.
Yeah.
He did that.
Okay. That's
Oh,
what's
okay.
up, man.
That's what I'm saying. But but how was it? Let me ask you this. Obviously, we have to talk about our main GM in this HHL. That's what made him very interesting. Matter of fact, he brought a different type of crowd into our fall league
Yes.
because he ended up being a GM. And of course, we got to talk about Hammy.
Yeah.
Hammy doesn't have a lot of experience in soccer, but you got to admit to it. You have to admit that recently, over the years, he was getting involved a lot.
You know what?
When it comes to soccer, and I respect.
He
that.
actually, okay. I know we left it last week what we said about Hammy.
Yes.
You know what I mean. But when I heard him talk, especially in, you know what I mean, the WhatsApp group chat,
Yeah,
when he was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it, I think he does have experience with soccer. Like yes, a couple days ago,
I mean,
he was
yeah.
talking about what players need to do to impress their play, and he was talking. He was saying what players need to do. I was like, yo, this guy's freaking out.
I was just talking about compared to other people experience how
Oh
they
yeah,
get involved.
but
Like, you know, Hammy is the coach.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
but-
So that's my own.
Yeah.
That's the only thought. I come in. We know Hammy played soccer.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
yeah,
he knows his soccer. Let's be
So
honest.
yeah, but I think with Hammy was he knew the game. He knows the game in the general aspect.
Yes.
But he just didn't know the players. He didn't know a lot of the players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
After
course.
the first, second round, first, second, third round. Once you go into that fourth, fifth, sixth round, if you don't know them, you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly.
So he let someone else do the picks, and
Yeah, it
really-
kind of backfired on
I
him.
mean, it didn't kind of. It really.
Yeah, it
backfired.
kind of
And-
backfired. There's a lot of things too.
And we'll get
We'll get to that. We'll
you
get
know
to
what I mean?
that. But
I don't think Hammy's
I'm glad you
not
asked
forced
him
to
that
play.
he wants, because I've stumbled upon many people and said, yo, how could I be a GM in one of these fall leagues? There's people actually came up to me. Heads there, I'm like, you care about soccer? I was like, are you kidding me? That's all Hamlet talks about. You know what I'm saying? So we do appreciate Hamlet being in here, but he was put in a situation. Any of the GMs could have been put in that situation. Let's be
Definitely.
honest.
I mean, with
you
the
get
injured-
certain players.
I mean, with that injured player, one of his best friends getting injured.
Every fall league has that Khara team. Every fall league. And we
But
know
it was-
that.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't a Khara team.
It wasn't a Khara team.
got
But
one-
they come to the point where they end up being 0-2, 0-3. Every fall league has that.
Yeah.
But of course, because it's him, people are like going after him. But then when you have to look at the broad picture.
Yeah.
You know, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. What has happened? Unfortunately, that I feel that it broke my heart in many pieces, and I'm sure as a commissioner, you did not want to see that
Yeah.
because you wanted to see competitiveness. Of course, you want to. Let's be honest. When it's the final fifth day or fifth week, every game should matter who goes to the playoffs.
Yes, like last year.
Like last year.
Last year was
every
intense.
single game it mattered. It came up to goal differentials,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks like this year. Now, again, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
There's still a chance of
They can
turning
still
around
get-
for the
yeah,
Oilers to make the
yeah,
playoffs.
there's no team that's undefeated.
Correct.
Yeah, that is correct. That
Everybody's
is correct.
2-1. And
Yeah.
it's either 2-1 or 1 and 2
1 and 2 and 0 and
So
yeah.
I mean, if they win out and everyone else was. But their
Yeah.
goal differential was so bad.
Oh, they
Man.
do different. That last game really messed them up.
Yeah.
But that being said, are you, depending on the whole COVID-19 situation, are you gonna maybe move this into indoor,
Yeah, do you want
or are you just gonna be focused? No, the HHL, the Harry House League is staying at the Yemen Field, or are you even thinking about maybe ahead of saying, hey, you know what, I want to move this into indoor? Are we just gonna have maybe a separate entity or something?
No, it's something I just plan on keeping it right at the cage.
Okay.
Just for indoor league, it's something already that's already going on with
Yeah,
Shea
okay.
during
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time. So
Okay.
I let him do his thing.
Maybe
and-
the HHL and the indoor
So my-
SHL.
I say okay.
Yeah.
So my question is with this.
Separate trophies, by the way.
Yeah, separate.
It has to be separate
trophies.
trophies.
What?
So I think that's a great
Yeah, but they
idea.
did do that. They did do separate.
Yeah, they
trophies,
did do
correct.
separate
Okay.
trophies. They
So-
kind of look alike, but
But my question is now, again, we all love playing at the cage. Don't
Yes.
get me wrong. Everyone loves playing at the cage. The cage is a great field. You know what I mean? With the history of it. With the history of the cage, it's a great field. But lately, there's been a lot of complaints of the field.
yeah.
Now, what do you plan on doing? We're already halfway into the league, so there's not much that we can change about.
Yes.
That. But what do you plan on doing with the near future? If the field, is all this money is it going to help where we can play onto that field? Is it going to be in better conditions because people are getting injured? People
Yeah.
are getting injured from the field. People
Like the lower field.
you know what I mean? People that are very high technical type of players that that love controlling the ball, that love that playing that nice beautiful nice soccer. They can't do that anymore because of the bumps and all that just stuff going on the
Is
field.
there any going forward? Is there any plans for the field to be
Yeah.
something to done with it, basically?
From what I'm hearing, it's something that's gonna get done.
Inshallah.
It will
Inshallah.
get better, inshallah. It will get better. It will get fixed. But
Can't get
I
any
can't-
worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna speak too much about it. I'll leave it for
It's
the,
all right,
for the
no.
political field. Let them, handle
Yeah.
their situation.
Okay.
We
Let them
definitely
do what
don't
they
want to
gotta
get
do.
our hands in that.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
But inshallah, we'll get done real soon.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I mean, we had those questions for Harry.
Yeah, man.
Trying to introduce the HHL more for you guys to understand what it's all about. Now we're gonna go into the games. We had 3 games, of course. 2 games were at 5 o'clock. We moved the times back because it gets darker, of course.
Yeah.
And the main event, which it was definitely a main event to something.
What do you call it again? What did you call the main event?
It was the massacre. The Massacre of St. Cagehood. Okay, so on the upper field, one of the matches at 5 o'clock, TB played against LA Barca. Okay, La Barca. And TB was 0-2, and LA Barca was 2-0. Nobody expected that. Knowing that Face is the coach, and Hamid, we all, people expected the other way around to be, but it wasn't be that way. So TB really needed to win
Yeah, it
that
was a
one.
must-win after the trade.
They had to. The trade came.
Now,
Ado came.
Before we do the trade,
Yes.
well, while we talk about the trade, Harry, now that the trade, how you said the trade went down,
Yes.
I heard that there was multiple trades going on in that GM group chat. There was crazy trades going on, and you had to decide what trade was worthy being accepted or being allowed to happen.
So it
Because-
doesn't
yeah,
ruin the league.
yeah, exactly.
Because let's be honest, one trade can ruin one team and
Exactly.
just pump up another
Exactly.
team, and
All
that's
that-
it.
yeah. So-
Trying to keep it fair and balanced.
Well, yeah. So what made you what was the deciding factor for that trade being okay?
The rest of the GMs, honestly.
You guys.
I wasn't in favor for it. I thought, possibly could have got a little more. That's just my opinion. But the rest of the GMs decided, hey, let this trade go through. We think it's pretty even. And what you did what the GMs did. They're
So
okay with
It was the Abdu one for.
Yeah, Abdu and Shay for Seamus and Amir.
Correct.
I mean,
it was technically 2-1. Let's be honest.
well,
Because
I mean, if Shay's gonna end up playing,
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna.
I hope he plays against us. Me and him on the same field.
That was a good trade compared to the other trades that were being
Oh, there was
Yeah,
that was
also
the
there was
best.
some other trade.
There was other trades.
Can we
being-
talk about a trade that you said absolutely no to that?
You can't do it, man.
I
No?
want to, but I won't.
You can't.
Really? So it was that bad?
It was
Would you
bad.
say it was bad?
It was bad.
There was some crazy trades out there.
I mean,
When
I
was-
think
when
at the moment-
after that second week.
Well, we didn't talk about the Yada trade
Yeah, I didn't even know about
because remember we
But
did
we'll
the
talk
show.
about that when we talk
We'll
about
talk
that.
about that.
That. But like you're saying, you can't talk about those trades at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
won't
I
put
get
his personal business or whatever.
Personal
I won't-
business
I
is a
won't-
trade, for
First,
God's
I won't
sake.
put any player on the spot or anything like
Okay.
that.
That's
Okay.
fine. I
So,
respect.
anyways, so TB got their player that they wanted. They needed defense basically in the back. You know, it wasn't enough. Rocco was back fully. You know, you were back, but you had to come off, I believe, at halftime.
Yeah, right before halftime.
Right before halftime.
I popped the hammy again.
Jeez.
That's because it's the field. It's not. It's not. It's 100% the field. It's 100% the field.
Yeah, I mean,
could
I'm not gonna lie to you. We did talk about that in the past, but the field does. I mean, you gotta avoid the potholes a certain way to run a
You
certain
can't.
way.
I mean, when you're running full speed, and then they're like, "Oh, you can't. Make sure you don't run." I'm like,
Yeah, what do you mean?
What the
Exactly.
hell am I gonna do?
So, you guys look like all right
in the
you
first
know,
half, we looked really, really good.
but then
I mean, Abdu back there. I mean, Abdu been playing the whole year.
then you got Musa, and then you
Musa-
got Rocco.
and Rocco,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And then also Musa Face's son. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? He was playing great too. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Everybody was
yeah.
playing good. You know,
we
even
our game ended low earlier before you guys, and then
and
we
it
just
was,
walked in.
It was a
Looked at
crazy
you
game.
guys.
From
It was a
start to
crazy
finish.
game.
Yeah.
At some when
Sammy, that's why Sammy got Player of the Week.
yes.
First, he made amazing saves throughout.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, it was 1-0. They tied it up. They tied it up in the second half with Sham.
But they got a red card.
Well, they got a red card after they tied it up.
Oh,
So they scored a really nice goal.
yeah, I heard about that. No man.
And Sam Noman
yeah,
scored.
Hisham, yeah,
he
scored
ripped
a
it.
crazy
Yeah,
goal.
ripped it top shelf. I mean, it was a great goal. He shot it from like a little past the half too. You know what I mean?
Really?
He ripped the top shelf, and they got the red card because Luke
Slide
was sliding.
tackle, yeah.
He just got 2 yellows. You know what I mean? That was just the
Yeah,
2
exactly,
yellows,
yeah.
and then we ended up getting. It was very chippy, man. Very
Well,
chippy.
well, I tell you what. When our game ended, we got up there, and I remember at some point it was a freaking slobber knocker
Yeah.
going on right in the middle because it was like a couple minutes left. I heard it was a little over the given time
Yeah.
because your managers ran on the field a couple of times to talk to the ref.
Yeah.
So time was added.
Yeah.
Time was added, and I just remember at some point it was a free kick, and then
We scored.
12 guys.
Yeah.
12 guys in a box, and things were just bad.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck is going on? It looked like a Royal Rumble, man. It was pretty bad.
Everyone was. It was. I think it was like a slide tackle. Like it was a one-on-one last ditch slide.
Yeah,
tackle.
yeah.
But we scored it 2-1. La Barca's gonna keep saying that they should have won, but they didn't.
Oh,
win.
yeah. I mean, some of the players called me. It's funny how in the beginning, when this podcast started, and people was just like, just whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But now, the longer it goes, I'm getting more phone calls.
Same
It's
here.
like, yo,
people
I was like,
talking.
yo, I just want to let you know, we should have won that game. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, you know, I talked to a couple of LA Barca goals. They swore up and down they should have won that game. They tell me, like, so I'm telling you guys what they told me.
No, that's not true.
But end of the day, you didn't, and that's the thing about it. Just admit you lost, and that's it. Yeah, sometimes, unfortunately, things happen where you miss goals. You think a player gets a red card. What are you gonna do?
Shogun made a lot of goal line saves, man. He made like 2
Really?
goal line saves. Yeah,
And then Sammy made a lot of saves.
Sammy
So
saves.
you could have said the game could have won both ways.
it could have went both ways.
Okay.
but it went our way.
Went your way, so it was fair.
And
It was
if
a
we-
balanced game, but you guys end up scoring 2 goals.
And just to clarify, and if we played them again, we would beat them again.
Okay,
That's just straight up. They know that they can have all their. They
I
say
think
that,
Sham will have to
they
say
said-
something about that.
Sham can say whatever he wants to say.
Yeah.
I mean, if we played them again, we'd beat them again. Simple
Okay.
as that.
Well,
they
maybe
can
in
have
the
all
playoffs.
the players. You know what I mean? Well, yeah.
I mean, the
Inshallah.
way maybe in the playoffs, you
They're a
gotta
great
see
team though. Them boys are scrappers, man. Them dogs.
Well, when
Like,
you
they
look
got-
at the team, and Mo didn't play. Remember that?
Mo, Schmo,
And their coach.
Mo, Schmo, no.
No, it don't matter.
The Michael Jordan thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Mo,
yeah.
Schmo, we're up in 2-0.
Yeah. So I mean, but the thing about it, who's missing was their coach.
Yeah,
Hamid was not there. He had to be out of town, and he basically did say, "I'm not gonna be there." And of course, I mean, Hamid did a good job so far. Let's be honest. And him not being there
was pretty big. So
was maybe the deciding factor.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest,
they
if,
played without Mo
if
already.
Luke,
They played without
no,
Mo.
I'm talking about the coach.
Yeah, I know.
itself.
So they played about Mo, but they always had him. Like he was always there.
He was always there. For example, if Luke got a yellow and he would have said, "Okay," coach would have pulled him to the side. Yo, chill out. No more slide tackles. Don't get a red. If he didn't play, basically the game was even. So the final score was a TB 2
But my question is to Harry.
Yes.
What was your thoughts of like when you saw that we were, you know, what did you expect that? How did you expect that game to go before that game? You know, because you know
What
it was
was
a
your
big
prediction?
game. You know it was a big game. Trades were made. What was your prediction and what was your reaction to when you heard about the score? Because you were reffing the other game. You weren't really you
You
couldn't
were
pay
reffing
attention to
our
our
game,
game. I could hear in that game it was pretty intense. You know, the players were going at it with you. Just like how it is with any HHL game, it's
Yeah.
just how it is. The hardest thing to be in HHL
Is
is
referee.
referee.
By
That's
far.
the hardest thing to be. You know what I mean? There's commissioner because you have to run it, and then under that is referee. So what did you expect going into that game? How was it gonna go? You know what I mean? As a commissioner, unbiased. You know, I'm speaking from a Brazil player, so I can't
Yeah.
really say much about it. I wanted to win. I thought we were gonna win. Ado's gonna speak from from his point of view, but I want
Yeah.
to hear from you as a commissioner. You're totally unbiased to it all. So what was your prediction going in and your reaction when you heard the score?
I knew it was a big game for TB. You know, they were already 0-2. That's the reason why they made the trade.
Yeah.
was They needed to win. They needed to win now.
Mhm.
So, I mean, to see the outcome 2-1, I'm not shocked that they won. Like you said, I mean, FC Barca was without...
like Barca.
I like Barca, I'm
Barca,
sorry. I like
yeah.
Barca was without their top pick
Yeah.
and their GM. You know, that is big.
Yeah.
Second top pick in the gym, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
TB, they needed that win, and they went out there and got it.
Yeah.
A
So I
scrape,
respect that.
a scrape win.
A what?
A scrape.
Scrape? What's that?
Like a scraped win. Like
Oh.
no, like
Scrappy win.
Scrappy win?
scrappy win.
There you go, Ado.
That's the word I was
Ado,
using.
we're gonna teach you English one podcast at a time.
I like it.
We
But
got
anyways,
2-1
so
final
that was
score.
2-1. The final score was TB 2. LA Barca 1. The second match from 5 o'clock was my team, LA Madrid, versus Ramsey's team. Boom, boom, bro. Now, in my opinion, when I came to this match, we knew this was going to be our toughest match. That was my opinion. And because they have a really, really good squad.
On paper, they have
you
a
know?
really good team, man.
Ramsey made an excellent decision of getting Noodles in goal.
Yeah.
Excellent decision. He made some crazy saves against us.
Did he?
Okay. Oh yeah. And the week before that, against you guys,
Yeah, he made
he
some-
got some really good saves too. So that was hats off to Ramsey for making that decision of getting a free agent and making a huge impact on a team. Usually a free agent don't make an impact on a team.
Correct.
In the past that never happened, but this time around it happened. Ramsey realized after the first match what had happened is they were losing because they didn't have a goalkeeper,
Yeah.
and he made a decision to get the goalkeeper. I'm going to talk about the game. You ref the game,
Yeah.
okay? Basically, we took the lead. We're up 1-0. Bassam scored the goal, and then it was just before this half. They scored a goal. They scored a goal. It was Mo. Mo scored a goal just before the half. No, I'm sorry. It was 1-0. No, it was 1-1. Just before the half, it happened 1-1. And then, in my opinion, AQ took over the game. You saw it yourself as a referee. He was all over the middle. He was literally covering from left to right. We know how AQ plays. We know. Congratulations. We know how AQ plays.
Yeah,
he can literally, for a little guy like that, he can cover almost, I would say, 40% of the field on his own. And he definitely did that.
He's definitely a dog.
Second half, BBR came hungry than ever before. I saw them. They wanted to win a match. They wanted to prove ourselves because we're the top dogs. We're the first place. We're 2-0. They were 1-1, and they needed to win more than we needed to win. And that was the main factor, I believe, because we came flat. You saw us. We did not play to our potential. We came flat all the way from defense to offense. Zach did play good. Zach, for us. He played really good. And Mana made some crazy saves. Yeah. But it just wasn't enough. And Sammy and AQ scored second half. And overall, it was... Ramsey did not make a lot of subs. Even on our end, Ramsey made maybe 3 subs the most. That was it throughout the whole game. Having 3 guys on a bench, even though the score was 3-1, he still didn't put his like other guys in and saying, "All right, the game is over. It's 3 minutes to go." You see, Ramsey was literally on the edge.
Because of AM9. If AM9's on the pitch, you have to be on the edge.
You got to be on the edge all the time.
He can flip a
some of
game
the players didn't play at all, believe it or not.
For real?
Our boy Ahmed didn't play a minute. But the main story I think what needs to be taken away from here is I don't think I knew going into this league was more balanced than the league before.
Definitely.
And I don't see nobody's like beating everybody to pieces and just going to the playoffs. I'm not happy. I'm not happy that we lost, but I'm kind of happy where
you'd rather lose now.
I'd rather lose now, and it was like to wake us up and saying, "Hey, don't feel like you're just this is gonna be easy going," because that's what happened indoor.
Yeah.
My TB team, we crushed everybody, and then what happened in the finals? We get demolished.
Yeah.
So I just felt like, all right, I'd rather have it now than I have it later. Overall, on the BBR side, like I said, AQ was their most outstanding player. Haas played really good. Boots played mediocre. I mean, he didn't. Haas played really good. Boots played all right. I mean, we really didn't give him a lot of opposition. We gave him too much time. We gave him too much time. We played on the lower
Boots calls
field.
himself the best defender in LA history, man.
Come on, man. This is just Boots talking out of his ass. It's like, I like him on him. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to. He's a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like you. You're a funny guy.
I like you. Last. I'm gonna kill you
last. Okay. But Harry, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, as you reffing.
Before he walked in the game, what would you think your prediction was? My prediction was that we're gonna win, but you know what? I'm kind of glad that we kind of got a wake up call.
Yeah.
Myself and my players, and in our each team has a group chat. I'm sure, and you guys talk about it. Yeah. This was after that game. It was the first time that we actually conversated.
Oh, after in the group chat.
And the group chat when we lost. Before it was like after they made good game, guys. I'll see you at the field, guys, and that was it. But after that, we talked about it. Mm-hmm. What we talked about what we did wrong, what could have done better. And everybody says, "Hey, my part on I said my part for not doing one goal. I blame it on me. I left Sammy open, because I was covering the post. So I said that, hey, that one's on me, So we talked about it, and I'm glad that I just feel our team is like this. And you guys got to remember that our team, and Hamid's team, we're the only two teams that never made any trades or anything. And at no point we felt like I talked to our GM, Walid. He said, I was like, I just don't.
There's no need to trade.
There's no need for trade. He said, I just feel like our team is that, but our team has potential to win it.
Correct.
When some of the teams like your team didn't have potential because the injuries that happened, you guys needed the action defender. Yeah. Same thing with Ramses. He needed the goalie.
Yeah. Well, he didn't make a trade. He just picked up somebody from agency.
It's still changing the roster.
Okay, yeah.
It's still changing the roster. But anyways, what was your prediction to that game when you came into the game?
I know BBR has a really good team on paper.
Yes.
And I know I ref their first 3 games actually.
Yeah.
And I know they couldn't click the first couple games.
Yeah.
They were having little issues here and there.
They started off good in the first match, remember? When he scored 2 quick goals, but then everything fell apart.
Yeah, it fell apart.
But as a whole, he's
so they got really a lot of good players on that team, and they were still finding a way to click.
Yeah.
But I knew week 3 against the best team in standings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They knew they had to make a statement. Hey, this is our time. This is where you got to put your put your name on the map.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I heard a lot of chaos on that side of the field. I mean, our side had a lot of chaos.
It wasn't.
I won't say chaos. I
wouldn't say chaos.
Is it just yeah, you're right.
A lot worse games than that.
Oh yeah, you definitely
you were competitive game. They were playing good soccer.
I felt like, how about this? They deserved to win without a doubt. They were the better team, but they did a lot of complaining. Like on every foul again we did, it was like, oh, give my yellow, and I was like, okay, come on, man, you got the foul already, let's play. Yeah. You know how Boots is, and then you got the Ramsey and Hassan's not the type. He stays away, and AQ, so there was a lot of that were coming at you. But I'm like, come on, guys, let's just play.
Ado's taking shots at BBR, man.
No, listen, I'm giving you.
I called you guys crybabies.
No, I just felt like that was unnecessary chatter towards the referee a couple times. But overall, they deserve to win the game. Without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? They were the better team. I'm going to admit to it.
Like I really think BBR on paper
Looks the best.
is the best team on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know you guys got AM9, the best player in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no debating.
Yeah, there's
Best
no
player
debating
in the league. On paper, they have the best team. Is just if they're gonna click and win.
Yeah.
And is it before? Sometimes when a team that good is set up like that, they're either gonna click or it's just gonna crash.
It's going to crash.
It could be
First game it crashed, and then this two games.
Well, they played against us with a. I mean, we're playing on a hobbled leg, on a handicap team, and trust me, those type of games. Sometimes if you're a really good team, those type of games are what you need.
Yeah.
To realize, okay, listen, we're that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're that good. We can take it to the next level. That's just. Can they take the only question about BBR is can they take it to the next level?
Yeah.
Because on paper again, they have the best team.
Yeah.
They got a good defender, good midfielders, a good forward, and you know what I mean. They got Ramsey that knows the game, and they got a decent goalie. He's a pretty good goalie. He's making big saves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one thought Noodles was going to come into the league and be this good. You know what I mean?
didn't think about it.
But he is. So
I would say he's top 3 goalkeeper right now.
No.
With the performance after Sammy and Mana.
Abe is a good goalie too.
Man.
Abe was making crazy saves too, man. Abe made some crazy saves against us.
I like Noodles.
But
I
mean,
Noodles.
like I said,
He's doing
the
his
thing
thing.
is, Noodles is doing amazing. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
like, now is it can BBR keep it up?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Can BBR keep it up?
I'm you know, I just I do want to mention one more thing before we go to our next match. Muad, why are you flexing every time something happens? Dude, that's all he did. Yeah, what's up, Ender? What's up? I was like, dude, you played 2 minutes in the match. Like, why are you flexing, dude? Like,
Ramsey chose Ramsey. Yeah, that's Bach. You know, Ramsey chose him because of
intimidation on the sideline?
well, because of he's a bully.
He doesn't sound like a bully. He sounds like a big choo-choo train. You know, overall. Oh, by the way, let's not forget, some of the players were not happy with the Ramsey's choice of jerseys. When they find out about the patch of his face. That was too funny,
People
man.
came in with that patch ripped off.
And ripped off and everything. But I gave Ramsey that idea. He's like, you can have unlimited printing.
You ever seen that?
He's like,
Ahmed gave him the idea.
no, it was me. I remember telling him, I was like, when you order your jersey, you can print anything you want. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, you can put your face on there if you want. I didn't really think he was going to do it.
That's a scary picture.
That was a scary picture, too.
Yeah.
So anyways, the final score was
3-1.
3-1 for BBI. To our final match, and unfortunately, this is the one that everybody will be talking about. And oh my God, the group chats! Wow, holy crap!
It was mayhem in the group chat.
It was definitely a massacre on the field, and in group chats was a massacre too. So.
Where do we begin?
Where do we begin?
I don't know where we
I mean, let's begin with the trades that YA made.
Okay.
So YA decided to give away 2 guys that I didn't expect us to see.
Were you shocked with those trades, Harry?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hammy decided to give first Zach for JB.
Yeah.
Right? JB for Zach. That was a big surprise to me. And then what people told me, and some inside scoop, that Zach asked Hammy to trade for Yar.
I told you.
Yeah. You're my inside scoop. Exactly.
Yeah, from inside scoop.
Inside scoop. This guy right here. So what happened is, those guys are
They're
like
boys, because they
they're
play
boys.
together.
Peanut butter and jelly. OP brothers. Yeah, brother. They had to be together. So Ahmed was traded for Yar from the same team. So Ahmed went from Oilers to YA, dumb name. And then Yara went to a thing. So Yara and Zach were reunited again. Yeah. As they should. Okay. So My prediction last week was
you duked big time, man.
I was like, listen, looking at oh, by the way, they got Sulu too. Remember?
Oh yeah, and they got Sulio too.
They got
with the
Sulu
trade,
too.
with the Zach.
With the Zach trade. So I was like, wait a minute, they got Zach and a goalkeeper. I was like, you know what? This is
It's not bad.
because they gave away Shea to Brazil, to you guys. So I was like, this might not be a bad trade. And then with the whole Ahmed for Yada trade, I was like, wait a minute, what kind of dumb trade is that? Like, I would have not made that trade. I would have definitely keep Yada. That's just my opinion. I don't care if the guy's playing with the one broken finger or whatever, or he has this cast.
He has a few broken fingers.
A few broken fingers. Long story, guys. With the small cast, and I gotta applaud him, man. That's not easy, man. Like knowing that you don't have an injury and you're playing. So I gotta give a lot to Yada. But I personally would have not made that trade. I personally would have definitely not made that trade.
So
this is just my opinion.
my thing is, let's talk about everybody's. So first let's start with Harry. What did you think how the game was gonna go between YA, dumb name, versus the Oilers?
Looking at the roster.
Looking at the roster.
Yeah.
You go first, Harry.
Well, I mean, they started off bad, just not having two players show up. Oilers.
Yes.
So you knew that they weren't gonna come up. So before the match.
No, I knew during warm up when
Yeah.
they weren't there, and I was asking. They said they weren't showing up, and just not having your goalie and your
That's
best
huge.
defender.
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah.
Me personally,
Eli and Sulu were not there.
correct. I think it would have been a different outcome had the
Oh,
two players
100%.
showed up.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I even told Hammy before the game, I'm like, these trades that you made, either gonna make you a legend
Or
a bum. Honestly.
it's true though. It's true.
I
If he
put
would
the
have won,
pressure on him. He likes that little pressure.
Yeah,
but
but this is how the HHL works, man.
You
Everything
have
is
to,
like
man.
everything is magnified.
10 times.
Yeah, 100 times. Like, you know what I mean?
Small trades,
when
anything.
something does something, the scope is on you. And then, Hammy coming in 0-2, and everybody's like, Hammy's like talking about what he's gonna do with the team, making it, you know what I mean? And then him bringing in Emid and making those crazy trades.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
I mean, when he-
But I can't bash him. I mean, the
No,
two guys
he's-
didn't show up. I mean,
No, yeah.
I think it would have been a different outcome. So,
I mean, we like we said, I mean, we know who. There's a person in that organization, in the Oilers organization, that has a lot at fault.
Exactly.
And we figured out who.
we'll figure it out. There's multiple people, but there's one person in particular that I will put a lot of fault on there. But there's multiple. There's a lot of events that happened that has occurred. So, anyways, the first 10 minutes it was 0-0.
Yeah, and you kept saying on the sideline, it's going to be a crazy game.
I kept saying that this is going to be a crazy game. This is going to be a crazy game. I really thought, it's going to go the other way. I did when I saw those people not being there. I was like, oh crap. I was like, this is not going to look good. Anyways, it was 0-0 first 10 minutes, and the game was balanced. Freak. The game was balanced, and then the freaking floodgate opened. Yeah. It just kept coming and coming. And it
floodgate
didn't
opened?
stop.
Is that how
Yeah,
it is?
the floodgate opened, and the floodgate has opened.
Oh.
And then at halftime it was
Good shit.
4-0. No, it was 5-0 at halftime. It was about 5-0 at halftime. At the time, we actually have an image of, on the sideline, Billy, Shaush, and Hammy were type coaches, right? So Hammy was shook. He was stunned what was happening right in front of his eyes. And he was sitting on a bench, and he decided to give Nabil some instructions on to tell what's going to happen and to give him instructions for the second half. So we actually have an image of somebody sneaking in a camera real quick and getting that for us. So please have a look.
Me tug dog, yeah.
Okay. Just have the defense run sprints.
I get right there, Calais. All right, now. Lido, man. Now we a kind of fuck all we go. That way, I got a book all that man.
So exactly as you guys can see, Hammy just couldn't get up the chair because he was just he was stunned what was happening in front of him. So he kind of told Nabil just to give instructions to the team. One person also to mention is Shaush. We're not gonna forget about you, okay?
You gotta understand this, Ado. This is crazy. People don't know this. Shaush just became a coach, so people don't know.
He was picked, obviously, with injury.
No. Shaush is an official coach, assistant coach for a soccer team.
Really?
Yeah, and he comes to the he comes to the HHL and
With his
picks
aunt.
the worst team
Yeah.
assembled in indoors history.
So what I've heard, Shaus is the one. Abdul,
JB.
JB. So Abdul and JB, they're the ones. So I had a little chat with Hammy yesterday.
Yeah, talk.
He said, when I picked Abdul and JB, he was the one making all the calls.
Yeah, because
And he had Chauj on the phone.
Yeah.
And they were picking all the players.
Yeah.
According to Hammy, he said he let these guys do this because Abdul knows the players more than obviously.
So
Hammy.
Shaush, you're on the hot seat, bro.
Yeah. Listen, hot boot, you're in a hot seat. Okay, you too. We think we're not gonna forget about you making these deals with all these players.
And you're an assistant coach. And this is what you got
He
to show
started with
for
a
it.
bad career. He started with a bad career.
This is what you show for it.
So,
Dumbass.
second half
Piece of
got even worse. At some point, we were laughing, and then at some point,
crying.
We were crying. We started looking at each other.
We just started crying.
Yeah, we was like looking at each other, like, is this really happening?
I don't know. It was
Is this really so?
It was disgusting.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of things to blame what has happened. So the final score was 11-0.
Have you ever? So you've been playing indoor for a long time. I mean, this house league for a long time.
I never seen something like this.
You never seen an 11-0?
No. I never seen something like this.
Not one,
Not two.
not three,
Not
4,
not five.
not six,
Not
7,
not eight.
not nine.
Not
10.
but 11.
11.
So-
Like, Harry, why didn't you end the game short?
Why didn't you just like
Why did
I
you
had
say-
enough.
yeah, just
you had
say, like,
enough.
please.
Okay, so I tried to 3 times during the game.
Oh, you did?
Who are you trying to talk to, Billy
I
or the
spoke with
coaches?
both coaches from both teams, and I told them, "Listen, you guys want to put it into the game," and then
It wasn't a game. It was
It was just a massacre.
It was a massacre.
Yemen Alliance coach Billy and coach Faddis, they said, "No, we want to keep playing."
Scumbags.
We're going
Whoa.
differential.
Okay,
I mean, you gotta respect it.
I respect that, but damn, man, have some
That's a
mercy.
big part of the seedings.
They just
Yeah, so the
beating
season
on
starts off with goal differential, or does it go off head to head?
It goes off with points, then
Yeah.
it goes goal differential.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
okay, so I get it.
You
I
know,
get it.
that's why, because 11-0, YA is first place and not us.
But
Correct.
also they needed the goal differential because they lost 8.
They
They
lost,
lost last week.
Yeah, 6-0 to us.
Oh, 6-0?
So, yeah, so
It
they
was
need to
8-0.
balance that. No, it was 6-0.
Oh,
It was
6-0.
6-0.
Sorry,
It was
sorry,
6-0.
sorry.
Well, you
So
know
they
what?
needed to balance it. So, you know what? In all honesty, I'm smart on Billy's part.
Yeah, smart on
And
Billy.
they didn't
Right.
stop. And I don't blame YA.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take at some point. I'm gonna have to start blaming Oilers.
Yeah, what was Hammy saying when he
What was sitting on the bench?
Yeah, did he want it to end early?
Didn't really mind it, you know.
Yeah. He was watching football.
They,
On his phone.
they didn't really mind it. They were gonna keep.
Rumor
playing.
was he was
But you know what?
watching NFL Red Zone on his phone.
I
while the
mean,
game
before
was
you
on.
guys go bash him and everything.
No, I'm
No,
not.
no,
bashing
no,
him.
no.
I
just-
fully blame Shaush.
No,
I give them a lot
I'm
of
going
credit.
around. I'm going around the table. I'm gonna give my reasons who to blame on this disaster. I'm not talking about the team being 0-3. This was bad. If they lost 2-0 and says, all right, you know what, they're 0-3, it happens.
Yeah.
But to lose in this kind of fashion, that is bad.
it's
That is worse.
it's
I'd rather be 0-5 and each game was lost by a goal or
Yeah.
something, then be 1-4 and lose a game of that magnitude. Because believe me, knowing me,
You would have got a red card.
I would have got a red card that game. I would have not that happy. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? I would have definitely riled up my guys. So one, I blame the coaches on the sideline. So I blame Hammy,
That's what we need.
Billy, and Shawish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why Billy?
he's part of the coaching staff. I'm sorry, he's there to blame too.
Oh, you talk about Billy. Nabil. Okay.
Yeah, the one sitting on the bench.
Okay, you're not talking.
Not talking about Billy.
You're not why.
No, listen. Why had to do what why had to
Okay.
do?
Oh, you talking about other Billy?
I'm talking about the other Billy. I blame the coaches for not riling up the team. And then I also blame Yader. Now, Yader was, in all honesty...
Why are you going to blame Yada?
Listen. In all honesty, Yader was the one that played the hardest on the field.
Yeah.
He ran a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he almost fell on his arm one time, you know?
He almost broke his hand.
He almost, I was like, what the hell? And he got up and he started running again. He's the one who played the hardest on that team. Why I blame Yader is because he was the oldest guy on that field of that team. He didn't at some point rile up his guys and saying, yo, what the hell are you guys doing? You know, yo, like let's stack up the. You know what I'm saying? You have. I know you're not the captain. I know you're not. It's not your team. But as the oldest guy on the field, you gotta feel some like embarrassment. Like, yo, this is not happening to me. Because I would have took some charge and say, yo, this ain't happening. I would have grabbed my defenders and said, we're gonna play defense and we're gonna end this massacre at 6-7-0 or something. Or even foul guys or waste time or something, you know?
Would you start a brawl?
No, I wouldn't start a brawl. Because
Someone's
those guys...
catching hands if I'm losing a little. If it's going to double...
I tell you what, man.
Someone's catching
I'm not going to lie to you. I would have slipped that on somebody.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I
being
give
honest.
them a lot of credit, a lot of respect. They stuck around the full 15 minutes.
Yeah, but no, one of the players walked off the field. And
he walked off because he went to go throw up and everything.
Oh, he wasn't...
He was
No. He went to throw, but he came back.
Yeah, after he was out.
But somebody took off their shirt and walked off the field completely in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember that.
Who was that? Whisper
Yeah.
Who was it? Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember? You know who it was.
You remember?
I heard you though.
You'll say it on the camera, Doug. Man, Seamus, what the hell, man? Why'd you walk off the field on your team? Yeah. See, I blame that right there. You know, and at some point, Emir came on the field, and Emir was pissed. He really wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? I can tell by Emir. But there's a lot of factors that contributed to that. Players and coaches. It wasn't... I'm not going to just sit down here and just say, oh, this is all Hammy's fault.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
what happened that day...
When you lose 11-0,
when you lose 11-0, especially with they interviewed like when Bayern beat Barcelona 8-2. You know, they talked about after the game is like, I didn't see one guy made a foul against the Bayern players. You know what I'm saying? Where's that self pride? Like, this ain't happening. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna be the talk of the town. Bill 11-0. we're talking about Taxina Cruz hitting me up and saying, did Henry really lose 11-0? Niner left early. Yeah. So when we told him the score, I was like, halif they lost 11-0. Wow. It's like, wallah. Till the last minute they played. So I blame the coaches. I blame the players too. So at the end, I mean, hey, kudos to Billy. You know, he lost 6-0 the week before, made some good trades, got JB on the team.
Everybody was talking about those trades.
Everybody talk about the trades. Everybody bashed Billy about the trades. And he comes out with 11-0. Now, I'm not going to give him credit of saying those trades made this team way better. Yeah, it made him somewhat better.
Well, we won't know till next week.
Okay, but Cookie Monster Zach, he played like shit. He did.
You saw when he got hit in the face, and then he fell.
And he fell.
You watch it too, right?
Of course.
Yeah, you know when the mom when she starts crying.
Yeah.
She just drops to the ground. That's why he fell, and he was like he fell, and then he was like. And then he dropped like that, and everybody was just laughing. He just stayed, and then he stayed on the ground like that. I was like, it's whatever.
Anyway, so unfortunately, it was a massacre that happened at the cage,
but we're not gonna just sit there and talk about the Oilers. YA, Ali Jawad had 5 goals.
Oh my God, yes. So yeah, Ali Jawad lit it up. He lit it up. Ali Jawad had 5 goals. Adam had 4. And JB himself, he scored 2 goals.
Well, he didn't score?
I think Webb's got 1.
Webb's got 1, I think. Or something like that. It's hard to count goals, man. It was just so many goals happening. I think Adam got 3, and then Webb's got 1. But
JB looked good.
JB, when he scored, he went up to he went up to Hamlet. He was doing like hand gestures, like he was saying bye, hi. Yeah. He was doing Shay's bye, hi. You know. So that was that, man. Unfortunately, it was just a bad week for the Oilers again. Hopefully we'll get to sit down with Hammy down the road and maybe explain and get all the details of what has happened, what has occurred that day. But it was a day that needs to be forgotten for all of us. Yeah. You know, even YA, they're not prancing around, going around saying like, yeah, we beat this team 11-0. It was like, you just don't talk about these things. You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassment. It's khaza. You know, it's khaza for the community, your family, your freaking the ummah. You know, it was bad, man. People were calling for their mother. I just, you know,
I saw people crying. Sheikh had to come to the field. Muhammad Ali was there.
Yeah, he had to talk to them. It was really bad. So, 11-0.
It was nice having you here, man. It was great talking to you. Inshallah, we can do it again, maybe in the near future. I know a lot of people want to get into on this, but but it was good having you as the first person.
You had to be the first
You had to
person.
be the first person.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Anytime,
You've done a lot for
anytime.
the community,
Yeah.
and we really, really appreciate it.
I been in this community for such a long time. I played in the fall league so many. I'm so happy you're doing this. Actually, this gives me more excitement than the BDS.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
We stand
Straight
with you,
up.
Harry.
Yeah,
We're
we're always gonna stand with you. You keep doing what you do.
Always got love for
And
you.
we always
The cage got your
We'll
back.
always have your back.
I
Alright.
appreciate it.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone for this podcast. You guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
You guys
man.
are the two biggest blabbers in this city.
Absolutely.
I think
And I
you guys
take that
have
as a
the
compliment.
script.
That's an awesome compliment. That was the
Thank
best
you.
compliment ever given to me.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, and have a great day.
all right, Harry. Thanks,
See you,
man.
boys.
All right,
That was Harry, the dog, our El President. There you go.
there you go.
Hey, so that was our guest. We appreciate him coming to the show.
Great guy. Great
guy.
guy.
He had to travel many miles to get to us.
I mean,
you
just
know.
right across the hall.
Exactly. But those were the 3 games. Of course, we have our top 3 performers. And then we're going to talk about week 4 and predictions real quick. So the top 3 performers at number 1, we had Sammy Bekri. He made some amazing saves for you guys.
Yes, he did. He saved
Easily. Yeah, he basically, at the end of the day, got him to win. Number 2 was Ali J with his 5 goals that he scored.
Good shit, good shit,
Scoring
Ali.
5 goals that's just some AM Niners shit you do. Just those 5 goals in one game. So the good game. Let me tell you something. So good stuff, Ali. And AQ.
Which was a dog out there.
Yeah. So AQ controlled literally the whole match. There's a fly over there. All right. That was that. So week 4, we got matches coming up. Some important matches that's gonna decide who goes to the playoffs.
Yeah, this is getting good now.
This is getting we're getting to nitty gritty as
These
they
last
say.
2 weeks is what it's all about now.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's gonna get there?
So we're gonna have LA Barca versus LA Madrid. Classico. Finally, it's here.
You know what that is. Yeah,
It
I
is
didn't even think about it like
Yeah,
that.
it is a Classico.
El Clasico.
El Clasico. So funny thing is, Hamid, huge Barcelona fan.
Continue. Yeah, huge Barcelona fan.
Do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Hamid, huge Barcelona fan. That's why I named this team LA Barcelona. And Walid, huge Madrid fan.
Okay.
So that's why they call him LA Madrid.
All right.
So now this is the Super Classico. Obviously, I'm gonna have to pick my team. We're gonna have to bounce back from a disastrous performance by us. So that's just me calling it out.
Okay.
Luqman got a red. He's not gonna play their top.
No,
goal
they're
scorer.
saying that he might.
Oh jeez.
They might because he had the 2 yellows.
Oh my god. Yeah, that could be. That
The
could
thing
be
is,
true.
Luke's is.
He's lethal, man.
He
He's
is. Man. He
lethal.
knows how to get open. He knows how to
Yeah.
get
Oh,
open.
he definitely. Come on, all these years of experience. So, what is your prediction, real quick?
Depends on who shows up with LA Barca. You know what I mean? If Mo shows up and Hamid shows up, it's a game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's not going to be no easy walk.
Yeah,
100%. Well, I know there's going to be a dog fight. It's definitely going to be a dog fight.
I want to see that matchup with AM9 versus Sham and Hussein.
Yeah, that should be very interesting.
And Bassam AM9 versus Hisham.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
Hussein. It's going to be a nice game. I can't really choose who's going to win. It can go either way.
It can go either way.
I just want to watch a good game.
Yeah,
To be honest.
absolutely.
I just want to watch a good game.
Yeah, me too. To play a good game.
Yeah.
I have to. So that's that. Then we got Yemen Alliance, dumb name, versus BBR.
Yeah, that Yemen Alliance dumb name versus BBR. That's also going to look like that's another good game.
A good game. I'm calling BBR on this one.
Calling BBR?
I'm calling BBR.
I don't know, man. Again, that's another game. I
That's
can't.
it, yeah.
I can't. It's on paper. If JB comes in, playing like how he played last week. Wachi playing. Wachi's a very good player.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good game, man.
Okay.
It's
Prediction? Just give me something.
if AQ plays like a dog, like how he played last game, I'm gonna have to go with BBR.
Okay.
YA dumb name. I don't think they can. I don't think they have enough. AQ is just people don't know how. Mashallah,
yeah.
lethal AQ is really
Absolutely, especially in these fall leagues.
Exactly,
man.
because he's just always there.
He's
You know,
he's everywhere.
every move you make, he's in front of you. And he's just
Casper.
And then you got the
Houdini.
Yeah, and then you got Sammy up there up top with
Sausage McMuffin.
halal turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Uh,
So he's
and
all over the place.
You got Mo Safe, and then you got Sammy a pure score.
Yeah, thickums. And the last game, unfortunately, the Oilers and
Versus-
TB.
Yeah.
You guys need, because you guys are the only team besides the Oilers that only have 3 points. So you guys need to win without shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
And the Oilers, at this point, if everybody shows up,
That's a good team.
crazy it may sound, they still have a shot at the playoffs.
Yeah, but
It's this was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
In the last game, but crazy may sound, but you guys are going against the thing. Prediction, I'm saying TB, of course.
I mean, yeah.
It's going to be a surprising game. I'm calling TB on that one.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna. If they all show up, it just depends how they rebound after this 11-0 loss.
Yeah.
Are their players gonna show up? Are their players? not
I
gonna show up?
hope they show up, because I don't want a team just to fold. I never want to see that. I hate seeing that.
Yeah, no one wants to see that. Everybody wants to see a good game.
It would be. I tell you what, they can foil somebody not to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they can. They can stop us from going to the playoffs.
Basically, yeah. Because if the way things are going right now, remember we still got to play you guys.
Yeah.
You know, so
Are you guys big on that? You guys are gonna play us, and you're not gonna rest a week. You know what I mean? You guys are not gonna do that exactly.
No.
So it's gonna be
no, because we don't even know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like we might need that game to make the playoffs.
so
you
it's
know,
gonna be
because it's so tight right now.
yeah.
So there's 4 teams with 6 points, 1 team with 3, and 1 team with 0 points.
Yeah.
So
It's all goal difference.
every single game matters right now, especially for us, because things can go and be like we can end up being 5th place.
Yeah.
You know, so that's that for the 3 games. Also, one thing to mention, over the week, you guys we ended up going to Rochester.
Yeah.
Played against Rock City Boom,
Yeah.
not Boom Boom Room to be confused with. Crazy attendance of 15,000 in the stadium.
Oh, it was just nuts. The
They
fans were
actually
going
gave
crazy.
me a booth, and the cage got set up.
Yeah. You show them that little skit.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool, man. I met some pretty cool people actually there. I connected with some people.
It was also just wanted to say it wasn't 15,000. It was probably a total of like 50, 60 people.
Where I was sitting, it looked like 15,000.
There was 15,000 seats. There wasn't 15,000 people. Ado. It was only.
The way where I was sitting.
Okay, so can you show a view of that? How it looked?
Yeah, of course. I'll have a
Alright.
view for you guys.
Because it was only like probably at tops.
Because we did go live on IG, by the way.
Yeah, we did.
We did. So, unfortunately, you guys came short, 4-1. It was 1-1 at halftime, but then the second half, just a couple mistakes. It wasn't like they were way better than you guys. Absolutely not. It just happened the way things happen.
I don't think we were just mentally there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a loss that we're gonna have to take and we're gonna learn from. But
I tell you what, if you guys played against them the way you guys played against the Raiders,
they have no chance.
they had no chance. But unfortunately, it was a good lesson learned. It was a good experience for you guys.
I mean,
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
Yes.
No excuses to Rock
Yeah.
City came in. They came. They wanted to win, and they won. It's
They won
simple
the
as
match.
that.
That's that.
It was a great experience. It was nice going out there. That they had great hospitality.
Yep.
They,
Very nice hospitality.
Very nice
Oh my
guys.
God,
They took
yeah.
us to after the game. We went out to eat, and
They fed us.
yeah, they fed us. And we're not gonna turn that down.
Absolutely. Never turn down food.
Exactly. So it was a great.
I was full for 3 days, dude.
And,
I just kept eating.
that food was amazing.
Amazing.
And inshallah, there's talking about their Yemen Rochester team coming down here to Buffalo, and we'll play them. They got a good Yemen
I
team.
know. I wish we could play at the cage, man.
Ideally we would want to, but
It would have been such a great experience.
it would
man.
be. You know what I mean? Because everyone's gonna show up to that
Of
game.
course.
But inshallah, if they decide to come, if they do decide to come, you guys are more than welcome. And
Absolutely.
you come here with open arms. You know what I mean? We'll welcome you guys with open arms. Sorry about that. And you guys will have fun. We'll have fun, and we'll have a great time, inshallah.
We'll have fun.
We will have fun.
So that's that for this week's guys. Thank you very much for listening. It was such a great honor to have our president here,
Our leader.
our leader, HHL commissioner, to be our first honorary guest.
Yeah, there you go, man.
I said it. I said it right.
I'm telling you, English is.
Mama, I'm learning. So that was great to see, and thank you for joining us for this week's, and see you guys next week. Hey guys, thank you again for coming again. Please don't forget
to share, subscribe, let people know about us, man.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter, on IG
And everything. And we're going to keep coming with you guys with some great material. Take care,
You know how
guys.
we do. All right, guys.